हेलो फैमिली, एक बार फिर से आप सभी का स्वागत है आपके अपने हमरू पब्लिकेशन हाउस में। सो हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू योर ओन हमरू पब्लिकेशन हाउस, द पब्लिकेशन हाउस ऑफ यूथ youngsters. So as all of you know that today we are again live with our next solo book author named Paladin Pyro from Nigeria. He has written a book named Save My Soul, which is completely in English, and he has written in a very different and unique way. So we would like to, join him very soon. And why I'm talking in English, because he is an international and English person. He mostly speak in English, so that's why I'm speaking English. Otherwise, you know that I'm kind of person who loves to speak in English, right? So that's why जय शीतला माँ, सभी को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं हैं। जैसे कि आप सभी को पता है, आज एक बार फिर से क्योंकि इस मंथ में हमारी ऑलमोस्ट 7 बुक आ चुकी है, आने वाली है, आ चुकी है, वर्किंग है। सो विल ट्राई आवर बेस्ट कि जितने भी लोग आए सोलो बुक वाले लोगों को लेके आए। कल लेके आई थी रक्षिता, एंड आज पालादीन, एंड टुमारो ऑल्सो देयर विल बी अ सोलो बुक पर्सन। स्टे ट्यून विथ अस. So I'm waiting for Paladin. So I hope he is coming soon. So जल्दी से आप लोग लिंक शेयर कर दीजिए और बता दीजिए कि हाँ, हम लोग पब्लिकेशन हाउस लाइव आ चुके हैं। आज एक सोलो बुक ऑथर के साथ आ गए, और जिनके साथ जिस बुक के लिए हम लोग लाइव आ रहे हैं, मैं आप लोगों को दिखाना चाहूँगा। It's going to be fun. Being live with Paladin Pyro is one of our favorite comedians. Here he is.
Mm,
Hello,
okay.
hello Paladin. Namaste.
Hello, Mr. Abhishar.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste. You're looking good, sir.
Same, same to you.
You're looking good. Very good.
So, after a long time, we both are
Okay.
talking, in Insta. So, how do you feel, Paladin?
I feel great. I feel great. I'm a bit shy though. A bit shy.
You don't need to be shy, Paladin. It's our own family, And they are people from Hungary.
yes.
Okay, first of all, first thing first, Paladin, how does it feel after
Yeah.
becoming an author of a solo book of yours? How does it feel? Please tell us.
I I still feel like myself. Only now I feel people can now read what I think. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
People can now read what people what people know about me already. Like people can feel what I think. People can feel what I think about other people. People can read about what I feel about my own depression and about people's depression that I've read about, that have told me about. So people can feel all those things. They can read about it now. Otherwise, I still feel the same. I'm still the same person. You understand? I still feel good.
Okay.
But then there is one thing else that I've never actually. I feel like, well, the thing is, the book itself came as a result of a lot of people trying to get me out of my shell, trying to get me out of my house in Nigeria to actually show the world what I write. And I feel that book actually symbolizes their sacrifice to the efforts they have put in to get me out of my house, because it's not easy to get me out of my house. So they've put a lot of effort, and I feel all those things when I actually read that book. That is just it for me.
Speechless. You made me completely speechless. I want to say a very few words, very lot of things. But the way you describe it, it's making me completely speechless, man. You are awesome. Okay. So I would like to ask you the next question. So the next question is that what
Yeah.
is Save My Soul? According to the author Paladin Pyro, what is Save My Soul? Please describe us.
Well, the Save My Soul, the title comes from the fact that a lot of people smile when they're outside.
Yeah.
But when they get inside their houses, just like me, they take off that mask they wear, and the room becomes dark. Everywhere becomes dark around them. The smile fades. You understand? Depression, abuse, everything is all too real. But nobody talks about it outside. You understand?
Yeah.
It's only when they're inside the house they cry. You understand? Save My Soul is just to acknowledge the fact that everybody's soul needs saving from one depression or the other, from loneliness, from depression, from abuse, from heartbreak. People go through a lot, but they can't say it outside. They have to keep it inside themselves until they are alone. I call it a private place. When I get to my private place, that is when I actually think. That is when I actually feel anything. That's when I drink. That is when I actually feel pain. Outside, nobody sees anything because I'm a strong person. So Save My Soul is just a way to actually tell you that it is not everything you see. Beneath everybody, there's a bit of sadness. There's a bit of a negative part of them that needs to be expressed for them to feel all right. Everybody needs to cry, man or woman. They need to actually feel pain and they need to share. So Save My Soul is a way to actually express those desires that they cannot tell people. They can only keep to themselves. That I need help. I need people to actually see the other side of me. And that's where the title Save My Soul comes in. So that is where the title Save My Soul comes from. It comes from my desire to actually reach the side of people nobody sees. The side nobody knows, the tired side, the worn out side, the depressed side, the lonely side. All those sides people don't see outside. Those are the sides that Save My Soul represents.
So if I would summarize your thing, if I wrap up in some words, the words, yeah, the say. So you are trying to say, yeah, you are trying to say that the place, the writer, the emotions, when you say, when you write, when you unmask yourself, right? When you remove your mask and you are the real you, not the imposter of you, right? The version of you is like, no, I'm okay. Because there is a stereotype, in society, taboo in society, like, no, a man can't be cry, right? He can't cry. He don't need to, he can,
Yes.
be like, oh, I'm sad, I'm emotional, I'm broken. Okay. So, on the note, you told that I would like to share an incident. So there is a person in Humrooh Publication House, and it is the top of March, I must say. Okay, so on 4th March, there was a person called Abhishar Ganguly. He came in Humrooh Publication live show, and he said that we have to show the thing, mask. Like you are very sad, but you are saying, no, I'm happy. So one person asked me a question that. Does a person need to always wear a mask on his face or on her face? Then I replied her, that person, that everyone at least need one person in front of whom he or she can remove his or her mask, right? Means you don't need to be that,
True.
be that recovery, oh, I'm good. No, you can cry in front of that person. You can, shatter yourself. You can break down, whatever you can do, right? That was, I think, soul, Save My Soul. Means the
Yeah.
inner pain, inner soul, inner things of your any person, right? Any man, any woman, whatever.
Yeah.
That's great. So the next question,
Yes.
yeah,
That is what it is.
right, awesome. So the next question I would like to ask that what is the thing is the Jumbo Jermia, which is your real name, Paladin Pyro is your pen name, stage name I can say, which is the
Yeah.
thing triggered or forced Jeremy Jumbo to write, or what was the time, what was the period when you started writing? We would like to know. Yeah.
I have always been writing. The thing is this, I've been writing for a long time on my books, on everything.
Hello, Paladin. I think there is a network problem.
Okay, can you hear me? The network went bad. So I remember a poem I wrote when I was very young. It took me one verse every week, and it was about I am a man. I was not yet a man then, but the first verse came from my dad, the second verse came from my brother, the third verse came from me. The last verse came from an uncle. Basically, it was just what the man goes through every day. I've been writing in my books. I've been writing in my jotters, in my lap.
Wow.
So I've been writing for a long time, but I've never actually written professionally. What happened was, after writing on my status on WhatsApp for a long time, a friend saw it and said he first took some of the things I wrote and he wrote it on your quote, on his own quote, your quote. He now credited it to me and he now sent it to me. When I saw it, I was like, wow, how did you do it? So he now said he has a couple of apps he uses. I now went online and now checked for 4 apps. 4 of them, your quotes and 3 other apps, and I now entered into it. That was 2020, if I remember correctly, beginning of 2020. So I wrote there for a while. Then I now found out that your quotes was actually better than the rest. So I started focusing on your quotes. So that was when I started writing before I met lots of people from India and from other countries. Before then, it was only people on my status that actually saw my quotes and enjoyed it. You understand? On my WhatsApp that saw my quotes. People on WhatsApp have been seeing my quotes for 4 years now, or 5 years now. It's only last year beginning or that I started writing on your quotes. Before then, I've been writing since when I was young. If I feel any emotion, anything about love, because I think I tend to fall in love frequently, I simply write it down and then I just simply write it on a piece of paper and I pocketed it. And for the fun fact, I've actually written a love poem for a girl when I was in school. When I was in college, a very small boy, I actually wrote a love poem and my teacher saw it. It seized it from my hand and I got punished for it. So it's not there. I've actually loved writing. I actually think it's very romantic to actually write feelings down.
I read your quote.
And that is why I've been writing since when I was young.
I must say that you are a romantic writer, myself. Okay. On this note, I would like to, I would like to request you, Paladin, please enlighten us with some of your quotes, because I told many times that when you talk, it's like you are reciting. It's like you are reading your quote. So please enlighten us, Paladin, please. Yeah, go for it.
Is from the book?
Anyone, yeah, from the book,
okay,
from any one of your favorite. We would love to, yeah. Any one of your favorite, yeah.
Well, one of my favorites is not available yet. I would have loved to bring it out. But then there are some very nice ones. If for instance, when I wrote in that Save My Soul, when I wrote My Demons, the poem My Demons, I actually wrote it around, in Nigerian time, around 4 a.m. I did not sleep throughout the night that day. You understand?
Yeah, I remember.
And I was writing about demons. Demons symbolizes my difficulties, my challenges, my problems, my depression, my insomnia, my heartbreaks, anything that doesn't allow me sleep at night. Back then, it was my father's eye surgery that was disturbing me. So I couldn't sleep throughout the night. I didn't sleep. So I wrote My Demons, meaning that basically I was telling the world that I don't sleep at night. The night I spend the whole night battling these demons, these challenges. And the next day, when it comes to the next day, I actually brush my teeth and I bathe and I go to work and nobody knows a thing. Till the next night, when I'm all alone by myself, and then the demons come back to me. You understand? Yeah. Demons have always been like my personal struggles. You understand? My failure as a man, because I have a lot of failure as a man. I have lots of challenges as a man. Those are my demons. Those are the side of me people don't see. My demon, as a quote, basically says that I have things I think about all through the night. So you get something like, for most nights, I don't sleep. For most times, I don't sleep at night. I battle demons while waiting for light. So my demons, I suppress during the day. My demons, I manage to hold still at bay. So I take off my mask and relax for a while. And again, I hide my face behind the veil. Basically, I'm saying that during the daytime, the Paladin Pyro, the Jumbo Jeremiah people know, is different from the Jumbo Jeremiah when he's alone in his room When he's alone, that is the real Jumbo Jeremiah, the one who is worried about his dad, his mom, his brother and sister, who has a lot of challenges, who feels insecure. You understand? So the Paladin Pyro, they know, the smooth guy, the love-sick poet, is different from the person alone in his room. So when I'm in my quiet place, I'm a totally different person. You understand? Back then, depression was just my team. I was depressed for months. And if you were my friend on state WhatsApp, you'd have noticed that I kept on writing depressive poems because those were my feelings. Writing has always been a means for me to express things I cannot talk about. So I write the feelings I cannot say with my voice. So my pen is actually faster than my voice. So things I cannot tell to anybody, because I'm strong, I have to actually write them out. My pen knows I'm weak. People knows me, I'm strong. So those are the different sides to a personality. You understand? And that is why I actually asked them to include that theme. That theme beneath this poet is a sad, beneath this poet is a sad person. How did I put it down? So that was why that thing was there. It was not because I'm actually sad right now. It was because back then when I was writing these things, there was two versions of me. The person everybody knew and the person I was really when I was alone. So I wanted the world to see that people actually battle all these things alone. And the problem is this: they face it alone. They don't face it with people. If people were actually there, they will get better quickly. But nobody wants to show the world that they are weak. You understand? They prefer to go to their room, drink and cry. You understand? And that was the part of the world, that was the part I wanted to show the world. You understand? And then there's a poem I wrote about abuse. Though that one is very straightforward. It's from a friend's story, actually. She was abused when she was young by her uncle. And if you read it, it's exactly her feelings I actually tried to put into words. The fact that her own father did not know that her uncle was actually abusing her. And all these feelings she carried by herself alone for years till she grew up. Those were what I was trying to show in that those abuse series. You understand? Daddy's Angel, it was about a girl who has passed through abuse in her uncle's hand and growing up. Mommy's Hero is the continuation of Daddy's Angel. The girl grows up and actually feels the urge to look at younger people in a way that is inappropriate. And that younger person also grows up to be an uncle that abuses the girl. So those two poems are intertwined forever. It means once somebody is abused, he gets a chance to grow up to become an abuser. And that his victim becomes the next set of abuser. So we need to cut the circle by actually reaching out, by actually reading the signs that somebody is depressed, somebody needs help. All those things happens every day in our society. If you read Daddy's Angel and Mommy's Hero, you will see that those two are actually linked together. The boy actually grew up to become, the girl grew up to become the auntie in Mommy's Hero, and the boy was the uncle in Daddy's Angel that abused the girl. Both of them infinitely linked together because abuse is a vicious cycle. Depression is a circle. You need to break out of it. And that is just what I was trying to tell the world.
Very deep. So first of all, Paladin, when you were saying, you remember I told it 10 times because we talk very less. But I would like to tell 11th time because when you talk now, it's all about when we decide like, okay, so we have to come in that mode. You said now, if I'm writing any sad poem, that doesn't mean I am sad, right? That was your emotion. It was inside of your brain, in your heart, in your mind, right? It was in your conscious mind. Okay, that is the moment I can write. I remember it was again the March moment. That was the Women's Day. You remember, right? So on 8th March we have to come the Women's Day. So we were doing the Hindi version. Hindu. You write that. So Sajdev told me that there is a writer friend of mine. He wants to write about the African women. So I was like, and the compiler was a girl. She was rigid. That no, I just wanna add the Hindi writer, not English. I was like, no. About you, I was like, no. That guy wanted to write for his women. Okay, so we have to give a chance. you wouldn't believe, just for you, I did a English version called Istri or Warrior. You remember, right?
I remember clearly. She told me about
Yeah.
it. I spoke about it. Up to now, it still blows my mind. I never knew that was what happened. The thing is, in Africa, things are actually a bit different from the rest of the world. You understand? In Africa, our leaders are much more difficult to handle. The things are actually a bit more difficult to express. Everybody in Africa is expected to be strong. You understand? Because our leaders don't care. So when I was writing that poem, I was writing it like I always say, before I write, there must be a source. I just need two things to write. I need passion and I need a source. I need to focus my passion into something. Those are what colors my poetry. So there was a source, a girl that was trying very hard in my place of work. She's an engineer, but they don't take female engineers seriously there. So my boss actually said, when they called her name, was because engineering in Nigeria is manual, is a bit physical. So they said, because she has a very tiny body, they said she's too weak to be an engineer. And she did not say anything, but she went home to go and cry. She told me about it. And I was trying to tell her that, look, you can be anybody you want to be. You have a small body, you are not strong, but you have a strong mind. You understand? And I was writing it in for her. Her picture is the one on the background here today. Her picture was on the background of that poem, if you check your quotes. So I was writing it for her, and I was trying to tell her that you can be anybody because the world does not have to dictate who you are. And that was what created that poem. When Shazdev read it, she was like, can you send it for me? And I sent it for her. I never knew she went to talk to you about it. And believe me, when she said, can I use it? And I was like, sure, why not? And she sent me the results and the certificate. I was like, wow. It was later when I now had the history behind it all. I was blown. I was like, oh my God. I told her about it and she was also amazed about it. She's one gentle, kind lady in my working place, and it's beautiful. I'm telling you, I was so happy. That actually boosted my self-confidence and it made me very happy. You understand? That was the first time my work was actually taken out of Nigeria. And that was the first time I was actually getting recognition from all the way from India. You know,
India loves you, Paladin. I
just
told you,
felt
India
very
loves
good.
you. India
felt
loves
very
you a
good.
lot. Yeah. Every writer, every readers in Humrooh Public House, they just love you. Means they know you as name, you know. I was damn excited for today's session because I was like, people, let them know that I have an international writer called my Paladin Pyro, who is from Nigeria, and let's talk. Namaste.
Namaste.
When you talk namaste, and this
Namaste.
time you learned that gesture. That's amazing. Okay, let me do that for you. Okay. Namaste.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste.
That was hilarious, Paladin. It was great to do with you. So first of all,
and
so that was a great talk with you. But at last, I would like to ask one question, Paladin. What's your plan for future?
yeah.
Like Sajdev told me that you are going to do 3 solo books to get the very plan you have. So please tell us about the future plans of yours. Yeah, we would like to know.
Well, I after writing a book about depression, the next thing is my second favorite topic, which you already know, romance, love. I've always been fascinated with love. I'm someone who believes in true love. I believe in fairy tale love, the kind that actually swoops, that actually carries a man off his feet and blows a woman's mind. I believe in those kind of love where a guy actually jump in front of a bullet for a woman. Oh, I believe in
Oh
those
my
kind of things.
God.
I've always believed in those kind of love. So my next book is going to be about that love,
Oh,
that particular kind of love.
wow.
You understand? But it's going to feature, like everything I do, two sides. It's going to feature the good side of love, the amazing side of love everybody knows, and then it's going to feature the other side of love everybody is beginning to know, the heartbreak side, the fake side of love. Because I don't believe something is totally pure. I believe good and bad are intertwined in this life. They are connected. They are together. They don't separate. So I'm going to write the book in 2 chapters. One is going to be about the bad side of love, the heartbreaks, the rejection. And the other side is going to be the amazing side of love, the promise for better love,
the soulfulness
the
of
things
love,
about love that
the
everybody
truth,
wishes.
the soulfulness.
Yes, yes, exactly. So I'm going to give it a name that is fitted for it, and there will be a question as usual, like a subtitle, just like this last one, that says beneath this poem is a soulful writer, a sad writer. The next one will be love is an angel with horns. You understand? Basically, it's telling you that love has good side and it has bad side. Something that you sacrifice so much for can actually destroy you. I'm not going to dispute the fact that love is dangerous. I'm also not going to tell the world that love is only beautiful. I'm going to tell the world that love is beautiful and dangerous. It's like a gamble. If you play it and it works for you, beautiful, you get everything you ever want. And if it doesn't work for you, I'm really sorry because I know how you feel. That's why the book is going to have 2 chapters. So both sides of love, you can relate to it. If your heart has been broken before, you can read the other chapter. If you have found your true love, you can read this chapter. You understand? I've seen both examples in real life. So I'm going to write about the 2 of them separately, but it will be in the same book. So then the next one is going to be, I actually want to write it with 1 or 2 friends. You understand? And it's going to have both Hindi and English chapters. You understand? So I'm going to write it as a way of actually saying to India that thank you for actually encouraging my writing that much. So I'm just going to find 2 people, 1 or 2. Of course, I have a little bit of things to do with Humrooh before the next work. I have a bit of logistics to actually talk about with them.
Yeah.
So behind the scenes, so that is just it. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole world is ready for your plan. We are overwhelmed with your plan. Good luck, best of luck for your plan. Last but not the least, before leaving this conversation, I'm not in mood to go, switch off this session and take a rest. No, you just make a charge, man. So last question: what is the message Paladin Pyro as an author want to give to the youth or anybody, anybody outside the globe? Please give us some message.
The only message I can give 2 messages actually. First one is writing is like alcohol, and it's like drugs, it's like smoking, it's like violence. You can use it to express your anger, you can use it to express your emotions. You don't only have to drink, you don't only have to do drugs. Writing has always been a way for me to vent. Venting is a way of releasing emotions, bad emotions, good emotions. Writing has always been that way for me to actually interface with the world. Like, you can assume writing is a kind of drug. You can get high on it, you can get sad with it, you can get sorrowful with it. I know people who write to vent. I was just talking to somebody today on your quote. We started chatting, and the person said her family did not allow her to do what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
So she started writing. She has been writing for how many years now? She's how old now? She has been writing for 5 years now in a diary. So you can actually write to release emotions. You don't have to drink. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to do drugs. You understand? You can take writing as a form of venting, a form of a way to release your emotions. You understand? And it works also very wonderful the same way. You understand? And then second of all is, if you're having it rough, you can actually speak up. You understand? If nobody will listen to you, write about it. You understand? If you are depressed, speak up. If you are abused, speak up. You understand? Keeping it inside of you is going to change you. You are going to become a different person. You are going to lose some of your light. You understand? If you write about it, people at least get to read about it, and you get to release some of those anger inside of you. Some of those darkness inside of you gets to come out. You understand? Writing has always been a way for me to actually express. It was never a way to make money. I've never thought about writing as a way to make money. That's why I don't write on demand. I write based on emotion. And that has always what I've always said. I find it hard to write to deadlines because I write what I feel, not what people ask me to write. Writing is just simply a way for me to release emotions. If, for instance, I'm angry, I will write about anger. If I'm depressed, I write about depression. If I'm happy, I write about happiness. If I am in love, if I see somebody beautiful, if I see something beautiful, I write about it. And that is the secret to a very good writing. It is not by writing because you want to be a good author. If you write with your emotions inside your poem changes color. Emotions are like colors. You understand? They are like fragrance. They make everything different. You understand? And that is what emotions do to poetry too. You understand? If you are angry, the way you talk changes. Just like writing. If you write when you're angry, the writing changes. If you are depressed when you write, the writing changes. You don't understand? Write exactly how you feel. If you are depressed, don't write poems. Write depression poem. Nobody's going to kill you if you write depression poem. You understand? Nobody's going to crucify you. Nobody's going to think of you as a bad person if you write depression poem. You get? You don't have to write what people want you to write. Write exactly what you feel, and you are going to write great poetry. Yeah. And that is just the secret. That is the only secret to it. You understand? And that is all.
So, Paladin, I must say, you got a great way of speaking. Means on any particular topic, you can talk for hours. You know, if you got a good listener like me, you can go on. Who the hell can stop you? Because you have hell of emotion, man. You have millions of means, okay, you need just a word, and you have hell of emotions, feelings. They are bulk, man. You can explain anything else in this world. I'm proud of you. And last but not the least, let's do it together. Okay? Namaste.
Yes, sir. Namaste. I've read your story, sir. You have actually told me about your story. So I think we have something similar. We definitely have a startup story. Yeah. And that is incredible. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Paladin. I would like that.
And it was beautiful.
Very soon we'll talk again. We'll just arrange an Insta session again. And India loves you, Paladin. Humrooh Publication House loves you. Mr. Humrooh, you call me.
I'm coming very soon.
Mr. Humrooh loves you dearly. Thank you very much, Paladin.
I'm coming very soon. As soon as I finish my duties here to my family, I'm traveling the world.
Oh my God,
we are waiting. India. My first stop. As soon as I finish my duties here in Nigeria, I'm taking off straight to India. First stop. Understand?
Yeah, we are waiting
I know very well that India is a very wonderful place.
Please come, Paladin.
I'll be there.
Namaste.
I'll be there.
Namaste. Bye, Paladin. Good night. Take care. All the best.
Bye, sir. Bye. Yes, sir.
Very soon we are going to meet.
Yes,
bye, sir. Bye. Good night, Paladin. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. It was our, core member, writer, author from Nigeria, long from Nigeria, and he is very amazing person. Thank you very much, Prasasti ma'am, to giving us this kind of, gems. And see you, family. Good night. Thank you very much.